If your knees sound like a bag of chips being opened when you squat down or when you bend them, that's not just a sign of getting older, it's also a good indication that you have weakness and muscle tightness in the areas that connect to the knees. In this workout, we're going to work on strengthening and lengthening the muscles, particularly in the hips. That's going to help with strengthening the knees and helping you feel better in your knees when you're exercised, regardless of age or current knee fitness level. First exercise we're going to do is a bridge, and this is basic, but it's super effective. So go ahead and get down on the ground, bring your feet in toward your butt, and then press up into a bridge. Now, as we're here, the goal isn't to just get your hips up as high as possible. It's to get good engagement through your glutes. So we want to feel the muscles in your butt working. We want to feel the hamstrings working, the backs of the thighs. To do that, it helps to pull your shoulders forward. So use your feet to pull your body forward an inch or two. That's going to help with engaging the hamstrings. And then from here, bring your arms out to the side, either out to a T or along the sides on the ground. And then I want you to alternate, just hovering one foot and the other foot. And you'll notice that as you lift one foot off the ground, it causes the glutes to engage on that planted side. So once you know what that feels like, and you've got that, right, those muscles in the butt and in your hamstrings working, then we can hold here and maybe drive up a little bit higher with the hips, kind of cranking up that intensity. But again, the focus here is on getting your glutes, getting your hamstrings working, pressing down evenly through the feet. So I'm pressing down through the big toes, the outsides of the feet, the heels, the ball mound of the feet. And I'm not relying on my back to hold myself upright. All right, so that's exercise number one. Go ahead and take it down. Next exercise we're going to do is a lunge. And the lunge is a great position because it allows you to work on flexing or bending your knee, but without the same stress that you would get in a squat position. So we're going to go right leg forward, left leg back, and we're going to have the knee over the ankle on the front foot. I'm not going to add that much flexion or that much bending to the knee. If you add a lot of bending into the knee, that can cause pain, especially if you already have knee pain. So I want to keep it right around 90 degrees for the purpose of building more strength. Back toes are going to be tucked here. So not untucked, but tucked for this specific purpose. You're going to feel stretching through your left hip flexors as we're here. So big stretch to the front of your left thigh. And with the right leg, we're going to work on building strength there. So I want you to really push down through the foot. Make sure that you're pushing down. Imagine a triangle in your foot from the big toe to the little toe back to the heel. And then imagine putting your weight into that triangle, right? So you're not just putting weight into the outside of the foot or the inside of the foot, but putting it through the entire foot. And as you push down there, you should feel your quadriceps working. You should feel your right glute working. Again, we've also got that left hip stretching. And this is the base of any good lunge or split squat. From here, if you want, you can hover the back leg, right? You can go up into a runner's lunge from here. But the point is here that we've got a really strong low lunge, working flexibility, working strength, and then making sure that we're doing this on a regular basis. Let's go ahead and switch sides, practice on the other leg. So now left leg is forward. Right leg is back. Again, I'm going to tuck the toes in the back because most people don't work on feet or ankle mobility enough. If you wear shoes a lot, that might feel weird, but it's a good thing to practice. With this front leg, I'm working on driving into that triangle from the big toe to the little toe to the heel. So I'm feeling the weight in my quadriceps here, right? Feeling those muscles working, feeling my glutes working. And then with my back leg, I want to feel stretching through the front of my right hip flexor. So building strength to the knees and the hips, strength makes sense, but we also want to create length in those muscles so that there's less tension on the joints. Most people have really tight hip flexors because we sit so much. We have tightness through the quadriceps because they're overstretched. So what we're doing here is helping to create more slack in the system. That's going to help with making less strain on the knees. And then from here, we can go up with the back knee to make it more challenging. We can maybe go to a runner's lunge. This also transitions up to a high lunge, but this low lunge is the basis for all of this. So we're just really working on mastering this low lunge position. Let's go ahead and stand up. Our next pose is going to be chair pose, and we've got one more pose after that, which is another modified squat, which I really like. So make sure you watch both these poses. So for chair pose, I really like chair pose because it doesn't have much flexion through the knees, right? If you look at a squat position, there's a lot of flexion in the knees. If you don't have strong hips and strong ankles and a lot of mobility, the squat is going to be really hard. But what the chair pose does, there's less flexion through the knees, right? So you're going to have your feet together. We're going to have the knees coming forward, your butt coming down and back. And we're also able to put more weight in the hips. So if it hurts for your knees with your knees coming forward, instead, you're going to bring your butt down and back more. And now we can work on practicing holding up your body weight position in a squat, but without as much strain in the knees. So this is a great way for you to build up confidence, build up strength in your hips, so that when we do start to introduce squats back into your workouts, then you can do them without pain. So practicing a chair pose here, and again, is to make it with less knee pain. You're going to have your knees come further back, your butt come further back and down. And then as you get stronger, maybe allowing the knees to come further forward, the butt to come further down like this. So exercise number 3 is going to be chair pose. Last one that I want to show you, this is a goddess or a horse pose. I call it haka because it looks like the New Zealand rugby team when they do the haka. But for this, you're going to point your feet out 45 degrees like this. And most people, when you do chair pose at a yoga studio, they're going to have you try to turn your feet out 90 degrees. Now, because you are not that flexible in your hips, most likely, I would start with 45 degrees. This is how I do it as well. You want to push down through that triangle in your feet, right? So pinky toe to big toe to heel. Make sure you're pushing down there. Allow your butt to come down, almost like you're trying to bring your butt right between where your feet are. So sitting your butt down. Bring your hands inside your knees. Squeeze your knees back so you're feeling opening through the inner thighs. And really let that weight shift into your hips. So don't try and hold your chest up and hold the weight in your back. You want to allow your hips to sink down so that you feel this in your hamstrings, in your glutes, in your quads. And then bring your arms out in front of you like this. Sometimes in yoga, in most yoga, you're going to have your arms up like this. I like going just arms out. Then I can focus on the hip strength aspect instead of also have to worrying about counterbalancing. And then we're just going to stay here. So this is a really challenging pose because it's going to help with strength, but it's also, I don't have as much flexion in the knees as I would in a squat. So this is a really good exercise because it's knee friendly, but still helps to strengthen the hips, open the inner thighs, and that's all going to help reduce strain on the knees. All right, now I've talked you through this long enough. Let's go ahead and stand up. Now do me a favor here, just move your body around, move your knees around. You should feel your knees feeling better than they did at the start. If they did, like this video, that's what's really cool about these movements. It's going to help you with strengthening your knees, but it also helps with immediately making your knees feel better. This is something that you can do every day if you want to. If you want another workout that I've done on knee pain, go ahead and click over my shoulder, learn some other movements, learn some other exercises that are going to help with your knees. And again, this is it's an age-related thing, but just getting older doesn't mean that your knees have to hurt. So keep working on this. Subscribe for more content. We put out new videos every week. Like the video if you found it helpful. Leave a comment if you want to give some feedback. And I'll see you guys on the next video.